Here's why Bitcoin is trash. Today, I read an interesting article on Yahoo Finance, put out by Business Insider and written by Katie Balovic, titled, Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is the crypto of choice for sex traffickers, money launderers, and ransomware. The author of this article referenced an interview that Jamie Dimon had with CBS News where he said, I'm not against crypto. You know, Bitcoin itself has no intrinsic value. It's used heavily by sex traffickers, money launderers, and ransomware. Here are my thoughts. I agree with him on some points. It has no intrinsic value, and it definitely is used for illegal activities that he has discussed. Some of you have heard this story before, but I'm going to tell it again for those of you who haven't heard it. Years ago, the secretary at the CPA firm that I use sent me an email about an IRS matter. The email came from a legitimate source, so I opened the attached file, and nothing happened. Then I watched as all of the files on my computer began encrypting. A message popped up on the screen requesting $500 worth of Bitcoin be sent to Russia within a set period of time, or all of my data would be permanently encrypted. If I sent the $500, they would supposedly send me a key to unencrypt my data. Fortunately, I had most of my data in cloud storage, and I could restore all of my files to the day prior. I never sent the money to these people who infected my computer with a ransomware virus. Apparently, the secretary at the CPA firm, who doesn't work there anymore, was playing around on the internet and clicked on something she shouldn't have, and her computer became infected. An email was generated from the CPA firm's computer, and a message went out to all of the clients. What a disaster. The whole point of the story was that Bitcoin was the method of payment chosen by these ransomware criminals in Russia. That's why I agree with Jamie Dimon about it being used for illegal activities. Getting back to the article, the author referenced past comments by Jamie Dimon when he said, cryptocurrencies are as useful as pet rocks. He also said Bitcoin is a fraudulent Ponzi scheme. He also said he doesn't feel great about Bitcoin, but he said he applauded your ability to want to buy or sell it, just like I think you have the right to smoke, but I don't think you should smoke. Here are my thoughts about what he said. I tend to agree with Jamie Dimon saying Bitcoin is as useful as a pet rock. Some Bitcoin enthusiasts will say the blockchain technology is useful and Bitcoin can be used for a variety of transactional purposes. I'd argue a pet rock is also useful. You can rub it when you are stressed. You can look at it and enjoy its natural beauty. You can throw it at someone or something. You can even talk to it if you are incredibly lonely, just like Tom Hanks talked to the volleyball in the movie Castaway. Peter Schiff has a great video clip that you can find on YouTube. Search for Buying Bitcoin is Like Buying Air. Two Sesame Street characters are featured in this video. Ernie gives his fiat currency to another character for some air that the guy pours out of a bottle into his hands. In my opinion, more Bitcoin enthusiasts should watch that short clip. Now, with all that said, it's not to say Bitcoin couldn't rally more from where it is currently at. If the Trump administration really promotes Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, who knows what gains could potentially be experienced. I certainly hope they don't, though. I don't like the fact that some cryptocurrencies were added on CNBC.com along with equity markets, bonds, oil, and gold. Some people refer to Bitcoin as digital gold. I really hate that. I feel like we are living in the twilight zone right now. People are going crazy buying cryptocurrencies based on nothing, while precious metals, in comparison, have not had anywhere near the gains. Why wouldn't people want to put their money in something held by central banks, something that has had value for thousands of years, something that has real utility in society? Gold and silver are used in electronics. They're used for jewelry. And gold is used in dentistry. It's also used for medicinal applications. and it is used to coat some aerospace materials. It makes no sense that people would choose something digital based on nothing. I don't own any Bitcoin, and I have zero interest in owning any Bitcoin. Understand, I'm not trying to discourage you from owning it. People have to make their own choices in life and do what is best for them. I just have to wonder if there will come a day when all of these cryptocurrencies crash and people finally realize there are real assets in this world that have had value for thousands of years, such as gold, silver, and land. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. On the topic of Bitcoin, this next article was interesting. I read this on foxbusiness.com, written by Sarah Rumpf-Witten, titled, Judge Halts Attempt to Retrieve Bitcoin Hard Drive Worth Nearly $750 million from Landfill. The author of this article referenced a man whose hard drive got accidentally thrown away in a plastic bag back in 2013. The hard drive ended up in a landfill, and he had his Bitcoin stored on it, which is said to be worth nearly $750 million. He has spent a decade trying to get the city to let him excavate for the hard drive. Last week, a court dismissed his lawsuit seeking permission to excavate. The city council said it became city property when he threw it away and it ended up in the landfill. This is all taking place in Great Britain. Well, my friends, this has to be sickening. Imagine almost being a billionaire, but you aren't because you threw away the hard drive that had the Bitcoin stored on it. You wouldn't be able to accidentally throw away $750 million worth of gold bars because you wouldn't be able to lift all of them. I've heard stories about people who have had their Bitcoin stolen. All of this is just crazy. I asked Microsoft Bing how many cryptocurrencies there are in 2024, and the results said 2.52 million. How many of these are just pump and dump schemes? I'll let you answer that in the comment section below. Now, I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. One commenter said, if he had the $750 million in the bank and lost his checkbook, he'd still have his money. But Bitcoin is a wholly unregulated industry with not much by way of safeguards. Someone once posted that such is not the case. So, how do you gain access to your account in his situation? Is there a 1-800 helpline to call? Another commenter said, cryptocurrency is for crooks and suckers. It has zero protections and creates an underground, untraceable flow of wealth. It shouldn't even be legal. And I sure have no sympathy for anyone losing anything they invest, transfer, or distribute in crypto. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who is a creative thinker. This person said, he should have started by seeking investors to purchase the landfill. There is certainly a price that would get it done. I'm curious, what do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.